APMEX is the proud sponsor of the Silver Picker YouTube channel, and Whatnot is the proud sponsor of today's video. Thank you both for your support. Hello everybody, Silver Picker here, and today's video is one that I am beyond excited for because I now have the opportunity to share with you my entire gold stack. That's right, I'm going to be showing you every coin, round, bar, and bullion piece that I own in my gold stack. Now, for those of you who newbies out there, what is a gold stack? Well, it's basically a bunch of physical gold bullion, coins, bars, etc., that constitutes my investment in physical gold. And yes, my collection, investment, etc., straddles the line between collection and stack because some of the coins are numismatic, meaning they have value beyond the gold inside them, right? They have coin collector value beyond what I have. But we're going to go through all of that. I'm going to show you my graded gold, I'm going to show you my raw gold, and I'm going to even show you the gold that is in my US gold typeset behind me. So we're going to go through everything I own, show you it all, talk about how I got it, how I acquired it, and the fact that I did it on a budget, right? I'm not Mr. Moneybags, but I was still able to get a nice gold stack for my investment and as well as my collection. And I'm going to be telling you what my goals going forward are, and of course, how you guys can do the same. Anyway, as I always say, enough with the jibber jabber, let's check out this gold. Feast your eyes upon my entire gold stack in all of its glory. Well, in some of its glory. It's mostly in boxes actually, so you will see it in all of its glory momentarily, but basically we've got four components here. We've got the gold typeset, we've got my graded coins, and these are actually coins that I sent in for grading myself. We've got the raw stuff, both US and foreign. We've got some Goldbacks. There's also some stuff off screen, which I'll show a little bit later as well. And there is a component of this collection that is not here today, and I'll explain at the end of the video what that is all about, and it'll sort of explain sort of my goals and plans for this stack in general, so you don't want to miss that. And if you're new here, you best hit that big old red subscribe button because I make videos like this every single week all about coin collecting, precious metals investing, personal finance, and all sorts of other cool stuff. So while you're there, hit the like button. It takes you a second, means the world to me, and it's the ultimate YouTube solid. Just do it. It'll take you 1 second. Anyway, let's start. We're going to start with the raw coins, and we will continue with the rest momentarily. So, raw coins. If you're new here, raw coins means ungraded, meaning they are just the coins themselves. So we've got a bunch of US stuff. We'll start with that, and then we'll move on to some of the chunkier foreign coins. So first up, we've got a couple of $1 gold coins. This is a US gold coin, teeny tiny. You can see it's like the size of my fingernail about, maybe a little bigger than my fingernail. And this one's from 1851. And we've got another version over here, which is from, or actually this one's also from 1851. Really nice, really simple, very small. And by the way, anything you see in the raw coins means that I have doubles of it because if I didn't, it would be in my US typeset album. So those are the teeny tiny ones. The next bunch are these $2.50 gold Indians. So these are quarter eagles. They're referred to because the eagle is the $10 gold coin. So double eagle is a $20 gold coin, and these are $2.50 coins. Really interesting denomination, by the way, just in general. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 of these bad boys raw, and these are the ones that I haven't yet graded from my big trade with Jason, my Patreon patron. A lot of you may have seen that video, but basically what I did is I had about 40 to 50 pounds of silver coins, bullion, etc. in my safety deposit box. And just because of my lifestyle where I travel a lot for work and I live in different places at different times, I didn't really like the idea of having 50 pounds of silver just sitting in a bank vault that's not near me. So I ended up doing a major trade where I traded my entire silver stack that I had collected over 10 years for a small in number but valuable gold collection, and these were in there. So I still keep my gold stack in my safety deposit box, but it is a closer one to where I currently live, and it's a lot easier because if you look at it, here, take a look at this. Take a look at this. Basically, all of this is like over $10,000 worth of gold, and I can fit it in my hand. So if, God forbid, I had to run somewhere or I had to, in an SHTF or a zombie apocalypse situation, look, I'm not an extremist. I'm not a crazy person. I mostly invest in gold for, the standard investment reasons that it's part of a good diversified portfolio. But, there is the reality that crazy things in the world can happen, and it's good to have some hard currency, that's usable all over the world, and be able to have like $10,000+ in one little pocket is a pretty nice security blanket. So anyway, my plans for these is eventually I will probably get all of these graded, because even if most of them are like low grade, it's still worth paying the fee just to have it marked authentic by PCGS or NGC or whatever. And mostly I've been using PCGS. And then, at least I have that extra level of security. And plus it's a lot of fun. I like grading them. I did have some big wins on my last grading submission, which you can check out over here and take a look at that. So we got a bunch of these, and these are worth about $400 to $450 raw, which is quite a bit more than their gold content. And that's it for my raw. I actually do have another $2.50 coin, so that's actually 10. I have 10 $2.50 Indians. And now we have a bunch of foreign gold. Now, I know a bunch of you are going to ask, am I selling any of this? Now, the short answer is no, I'm not selling any of this. But the longer answer is yes, I do have gold that I am selling, and I'll show that later on in the video. And how can you buy it? Well, I will be selling it at my next Whatnot auction. If you don't know what Whatnot is an awesome live video auction site in which bidders and sellers can interact in real time, meaning like you want to see a little bit more of a coin, you can say, hey, can you turn that over again? And in real time, I'll be able to do that. And my invite code is whatnot.com/invite/silverpicker. And when you use my code to sign up, not only do you get access to this amazing platform where you can buy coins and precious metals and all sorts of cool stuff from sellers all across Whatnot, but you get $10 in credit for free. You get $10 in Whatnot credit for free. And that is phenomenal because it's a $10 off coupon for gold and silver, which you don't really get very often. Or you could even buy like a silver quarter or probably 2 silver quarters for free. So you basically get free silver if you use my link. And when I scratch your back, you scratch mine, because I also get $10 in Whatnot credit. So use my link. And then once you do, follow me on Whatnot, and you'll be able to buy some gold coins from me at pretty amazing prices. Anyway, back to my gold stack. So we've got a bunch of little coins. We're gonna go little to big, and we will eventually get to some real chunky monkeys. This is a gold Mexican coin. It's a 2 peso coin. It's about the same size, maybe a little bit bigger than the $1 US coin. 2 pesos, pretty cool. We've got ourselves a 1996 1/20th of an ounce Chinese unicorn 5 yuan coin. I actually bought this when I first started getting into silver stacking. I went to just a bullion dealer and I was like, I want a piece of gold, so I bought it. I think I paid like 75 bucks for it. So, it is what it is. Now, even though I've sold off and traded all sorts of coins from throughout my picking adventures, there are a few gold coins that I have from way back in the day. I bought this gold coin at a garage sale probably back in like 2012, and I've held on to it. It is a 1964 Japanese coin. It's 90% gold, and it weighs 3.5 grams, and it is a commemorative from the Tokyo 1964 Olympics. It's a really beautiful coin. I love the design. It's very thin, very small, but very, very cool. Next up, we have an Israeli commemorative coin. It's actually a metal, I believe. It's a 1961 75% 5-gram bar mitzvah coin, and it's often used as a gift. At least at that time, it was, I should say, marketed as a gift for 13-year-old boys who finished their bar mitzvah studies. And this is one such of those coins that I bought also from a collection that I bought probably in 2011 or so, 2012. We got ourselves an Austrian coin, 1915, 90%. And this is something that there are a million restrikes of. They've done a million of these coins. It's from 1915, so it could have been produced at many different times. This is probably a restrike. But hey, you know how I say silver is silver? Well, gold is gold. In addition to that, I also have a couple of Russian gold coins, and these two you will recognize. If you saw the video, I actually got these at a speed dating event. Yes, believe it or not, I went to a speed dating event, and while I didn't end up being interested in the girl I was talking to, and she wasn't interested in me for that matter, we talked about Silver Picker, and she said she had some gold coins from her grandfather from Russia, and we ended up meeting up and I bought them from her. You can check out that video in the card over here. But we have over here a 10 ruble gold coin from 1900. We have a 7 ruble 50, whatever the cents denomination is. And this one I had before, and this is a 5 ruble coin from 1898. So I actually have like a mini typeset of Russian gold coins over there. Moving on across the pond, we have a few British gold coins, and this one is special. I'll tell you about that in a second, but we have 3 British sovereigns over here, and these two are Victorian sovereigns from Queen Victoria, as you can see, with 2 different busts. And I believe this one is also a Victorian coin, but it is a younger head. So we have 3 Victorian coins, also a little British gold typeset. We've got the youngest head, and this one is from 1873. We have the next one, which is from 1889. And then we have the next one, which is from 1901. So we have 3 British Victorian era gold sovereigns. And then this one, which is what I wanted to show you, this one is a 1906p gold sovereign, and this one is a King George, I believe, excuse me, King Edward gold coin. And why is this special? Well, this was the first gold coin I ever purchased in the wild. I went to a garage sale and I asked the lady, do you have any old coins? And I remember exactly what she said. She said, well, I've got some coins, I don't know if they're old though. She goes into her house, she comes out, and she has a handful of coins. There are a couple of Australian large pennies and this little coin in there. Now, I had just started picking. I didn't know what gold coins looked like. I didn't know anything about it. And she hands me the coins. I say, how much do you want for it? She goes, I don't know, $3. So I gave her $3, and I get in my car, I go home, and I'm almost positive this is gold. I look it up, and I was thrilled. Now, nowadays, knowing what I know, I would never do that. I would offer them a fair deal, but at the time, I didn't really know what I got, and I was taking a risk, and I ended up with an incredible gold sovereign for $3, or less than $3 because I bought other coins with it. But nowadays, trust me, I would never do that. I actually still feel bad about it, even though I didn't know at the time. All right, now we've got some chunky monkeys. We've got some chunky monkeys over here. This is a massive 1955 Dominican Republic gold coin, and that is Trujillo on there, who is a very, very, I guess, controversial figure. He was a dictator and ruled the Dominican Republic with an iron fist. This is a really, really cool coin. It's 90% gold, but anyway, it is a really, really cool, chunky gold coin. Now, the next two are bullion pieces. They are coins, but they are bullion coins. We have 2 Krugerrands, that's right. Even people who don't know anything about gold and bullion or stacking, they all have heard of Krugerrands, and it's cool that I've got a couple of them. These are 1 ounce coins, so we've got 2 ounces right here. So this is like 4 grand just right here in the tips of my fingers. And it's really cool. They've got the Springbok, South African Springbok. I've been to South Africa before, very cool country, did a lot of traveling there. And these are basically, these are 1976 and 1977. These are, your standard gold coins, investment grade gold coins. I actually probably will trade these at some point or sell them. What I'm actually hoping to do is, now there's another type of gold investment product out there that a lot of people don't talk about, and that is simply jewelry. And I've wanted a nice chunky gold bracelet for a while, and I'd like a gold necklace as well. So what I'm thinking is I might convert these two, these 2 ounce gold coins into wearable bullion, so that I can actually enjoy it and enjoy part of my stack on a regular basis. And given that the necklace and bracelet that I would want would be 18 karat, I'd actually get pretty good mileage out of these. So it would be pretty cool to be able to do that. So if anybody's interested in trading, I'm open to that. Otherwise, I'll probably sell these or trade them in when I do buy that jewelry. So that is it for the raw coins. That is a pretty darn good stack. We've got literally thousands and thousands of dollars worth of gold here, and I'm very proud of this. In terms of grading, or I should say in terms of what I want to do with this stack, I probably want to grade up the rest of the US gold or trade it for other stuff. I might trade a couple of these $2.50 pieces for larger US gold coins, just again to consolidate a little bit. And I probably will also trade away some of these foreign coins, either for US or again, trading up for larger and larger pieces. I don't want to have too much fractional stuff. Some of them I will never give away, like this, just because it has sentimental value as my first gold coin that I found in the wild. That will always stay in my collection. All right, let's take a quick look at some of the Goldbacks. A lot of you know that Goldbacks has sponsored many of my videos. This one's not sponsored, but it is really cool anyway. It is a very cool gold product. It is super fractional gold bullion. This is 1/1000th of an ounce, and yes, this is real gold. It's a thin gold layer, basically sandwiched between two polymer strips, so two plastic strips. And we've got the 1, the 5, the 10, the 25, and the 50. Very cool, and these are from the original Utah Goldbacks. Now they actually have Nevada, and I think they have maybe Arkansas. There are a whole bunch of them out there. They're very, very cool. This is my private collection in the Goldback wallet, but I have a bunch of other ones that I'll probably will sell at my next Whatnot auction. So again, whatnot.com/invite/silverpicker. You don't want to miss it. Okay, now let's take a look at some of the graded stuff. Now, if you saw my video on this, then you already know what I've got, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 graded coins in here. There were 8, but I actually sold 2 of them. I had 2 coins that came back as details. They were both 1914 Ds, and they came back as details, and I wanted to sort of subsidize a little bit of my grading fees and a little bit of my gold stack. I had been planning on selling a couple of coins anyway, so I decided to sell those. I sold them both at my Whatnot auction. One I sold outright, and a Patreon patron of mine bought it, and then another one I included in my $1,000 grab bag. I sold a $1,000 grab bag on Whatnot and included one of these graded $2.50 gold coins. So let's take a look over here. I have a PCGS AU58 $2.50 coin. Nice. I've got a 1913 details coin. Now again, as I grade more stuff, I will probably sell this one as well, just because, you know, if I'm going to hold on to graded stuff, I probably want to just have the ones that are graded. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm not really sure what I want to do. Okay, what else? We've got an MS62, again, $2.50 piece from 1927. We've got an MS64 from 1900. This is the highest grade that I got, and this one is a Liberty, not an Indian. So that's pretty cool. I really like this one, and I'm proud that I was able to you know, get such a high grade on this. Definitely raised the value. This is the controversial one. This is an 1877 AU58, and they have it listed as a $3,000 coin, except for the fact that it's actually an 1877S, and they screwed up the grading. They put it as 1877, but it's 1877S. So that is very disappointing. I still haven't called PCGS to deal with it, but eventually I will. And the biggest chunky monkey of the bunch is my MS61 1900 Double Eagle. This is a $20 gold piece. This is like a $2,700 coin or so in this grade. So definitely raised the value. I think it was like a $2,000 coin when I bought it raw, and now it's like a $2,650 or $2,700 coin. So that's really cool. So I am looking to convert a lot of my stuff to graded, just because it's better to have it, even if it comes back as genuine, right? And cleaned, or unk details, right? It doesn't have a grade. At least it says genuine. So I can always sell this easily. It makes it way more liquid. Nobody has to worry about it. Yeah, of course you could fake the PCGS holders, but it's really a much better system than just selling them raw. So I like to have my gold as liquid as possible, and I kind of just like having it graded. It's fun, and it also makes for good videos. You guys enjoy watching the grading videos, and I do too. So it's like almost like a second chance at the treasure hunt, right? Like I'll buy these, or I'll find them in the wild, or I'll make deals, and that's one element of the treasure hunt. And then when I send them in, it's another element where you could discover a high grade. Okay, next up, we've got my typeset. Actually, let's hold off on the typeset for a second. I'll show you some of these random bits and bobs of gold that I have as well. A lot of these came from a video that I did on where I sort of compared very small, like sub 1 gram gold pieces, gold bullion. This is a carat bar. Never buy these from the seller, like from carat bars. It's like multi-level marketing pyramid scheme nonsense. So I got that secondhand, so that's fine. Oop. These are 2 tiny little Monarch precious metal coins. I think one is like a ½ gram and one is like a 1/10 of a gram or something. We got ourselves a Royal Canadian Mint 1 gram gold maple. It's 1 gram of 9999 pure gold. That's pretty cool. We got ourselves a Nader bar. It's 0.1 grams. Little gold bar. It's the same thing, by the way, that's in the carat bar. It's just in a different holder. What else do we have over here? Got a little gold nugget. This, I think, came from one of my Patreon patrons, Bruce. Yep, this one came from my Patreon patron, Bruce. Little gold nugget. Got one of these little 1 grain of gold. This is like basically worthless, but I bought this for that, to make that video. Some gold wire and a gold bead. I'll probably eventually sell that for scrap. And I've got a little gold panda. It's a 2018 10 yuan MS70 NGC graded gold panda. I believe it's a 1 gram thing. I think these are a little bit over $100, but not too bad. It's still pretty cool. So that's what I have over there. Then in a little bit after we show the gold typeset, I will tell you where the other coins are that are not in this video and what I'm planning on doing with them. So first of all, you can see an in-depth view of my gold typeset in the card over here. I have a whole video on what I'm up to in that, but still have quite a ways to go. I do have all 3 gold dollars. That's pretty cool. So I have the Liberty head, the Indian Princess head small head, and the Indian Princess head large head. So that's pretty cool. I have the full dollar set. Then when it comes to quarter eagles, I have the Liberty head and the Indian head, but I'm missing the classic head. So eventually I'll get that. Don't have the $3 gold coin. And with the half eagles, I also don't have the 2 earlier ones, but I do have the Motto Liberty head and the Indian head. Moving on, I've got 2 out of the 4 $10 eagles. I've got the Liberty head with motto. Mine's from 1893, and I have the Indian head with motto as well. And this is one of my favorite gold coins. I absolutely love that design. Super cool. And last but not least, I have 2 freaking big $20 double eagles. This one was a gift from my great aunt. She left it to me when she passed away, and that is really cool. This is like a family heirloom almost. 1899 Liberty Eagle. And then this is the St. Gaudens 1908 No Motto Double Eagle. It's one of the most beautiful coins ever produced by the United States, and I absolutely love it. So, what is going on with the rest of the coins that are not here? Well, I sent in 11 gold coins. So there are 11 gold coins that are not here that I sent in to PCGS for grading. And they've been there for a couple of months. They'll still be there for a couple of months. But when I get them back, obviously I will do a big reveal video and you'll see them as well. So I actually have 11 more coins. I believe, I think 10 of them are $2.50 quarter eagles, and one I think is a $5 or $10. One is a $10 Liberty, I think, maybe an Indian, I can't remember. But either way, I have 11 more gold coins that are not in this set. And like I said, my plans for this is I'm probably going to grade most of the US stuff, maybe some of the foreign stuff. I might grade this Trujillo coin as well because it's really cool. But I will probably trade away the stuff that I don't want to keep, consolidate into larger American coins, and grade them. Now, here's the big question, the big conundrum. I love collecting typesets and albums. I do. I love them. I love filling in the holes. I love having this and being able to flip through it whenever I want. I love the display ability, right? Like when I have friends, even non-numismatically inclined friends that want to, learn a little bit about my coin collecting, showing them the album is the coolest way to display the coins because they get like a big punch in the face full of coinage as opposed to seeing one at a time. They see the whole story of American coinage when they're looking at it. But I have a lot of nice coins in here, and whenever I get a new gold coin, if it's nice, I want to grade it. So I kind of have this internal struggle of like, well, do I grade it or do I put it in here? For example, this is a really, really nice coin. For even better example, this St. Gaudens coin is absolutely gorgeous. This would definitely grade in mint state, and I want to get it graded, but I also want it to be in my album. So I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Definitely, please write me a comment and tell me what you think. Should I abandon the album collection and send in all this stuff for grading and then basically have my gold typeset be a graded set as opposed to my US typeset and my other typesets that I have in albums? Because it is really a lot to keep in an album and keep it ungraded. And plus, this is hard to fit into a cheap safety deposit box. So I actually have to pay a higher fee when I put this in a safety deposit box. So, that's a little bit annoying, but that's the small potatoes. But tell me what you guys think. I am honestly leaning towards taking this apart and sending it in for grading and then having my US gold typeset be a graded set. So that is the plan. Anyway, now you see my gold stack in all of its glory. How cool is that? This is such a cool thing to look at. And in all honesty, I don't think I've ever done this because I've always had them in different places. I've always had some in safety deposit box here, some in safety deposit box elsewhere. My album that while I'm working on it, and everything is kind of all over the place. But now I'm seeing it all in one spot. This is 10 years of gold stacking right before you. Now, maybe it's a little bit modest. Maybe this is not that much for many of you, but I actually don't want my gold stack to be that big, right? I want to have a good, solid gold stack. I'm still building it. I still do want more, but I'm not trying to have 50% of my net worth in gold, right? I still think it's important to have ETFs and stocks and bonds and other traditional investments. Also crypto, not a traditional investment, but I think a diversified portfolio is important, and I actually don't love when a lot of other precious metals influencers try and make it seem like you should have 50% or 90% of your wealth in precious metals. I would say 10 to 20% is a much safer area. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I've got a lot more awesome stuff like it. Again, hit the subscribe button if you haven't, hit the like button if you haven't, and leave a comment letting me know what you think I should do. This has been great. I hope that next year I can do a year-end of my gold stack and it will have improved and changed and gotten better and bigger. And anyway, like I said, I've got a lot more awesome stuff coming down the pike, so stay tuned, and until then, Silver Picker out. A huge, huge thank you to all of my wonderful patrons. You guys are like the gold in my collection. You guys are the primo fans, and I appreciate your support so, so much. If you're not yet a Patreon patron and want to become one and want to be like gold in my eyes, well, the links are below, and I can't wait to meet you in our private Discord server.